Good morning, everyone. Breaking character a little bit here. Just wanted to pass along an idea to those of you, especially that have kids. This is great. I love this. And we've been using it for a number of years, but it helps us stay organized around the house. If you have kids and they leave their stuff out and you get emotionally involved and there's these roller coasters, ups and downs, and you feel like you're harping on them, but yet you don't want to be helicopter parents, I've got an idea for you. So try this. It's called the chore store. My kids hate it, but it keeps my sanity. And you know what? It gives them complete autonomy to learn how to take care of their stuff on their own, at their own risk. So I get a basket for each kid and we find a place for it. We've got a little storage room. I stick it up on the top shelf, so it's out of the way. It's like a laundry basket. And I actually put their names, I printed out labels and put their names on the outside of the laundry basket. Every time I find something on the ground that's obviously been left out, then instead of harping or asking them to go pick it up or taking it to their room do it for them, which doesn't do them any good, I just put it up in their basket. That's it. Just put it in the basket. I don't say anything. I don't tell them, and I don't have to get emotionally involved because there's a system and there's already decisions made. So I don't have to figure it out each time I see something and get frustrated. Because that's what we used to do. So the basket, though, here's what happens with the basket. If there's anything in the basket, then there are certain things they cannot do. And we tie it into technology. Because all the kids always want to play technology, right? So we say, if you want to watch a movie or you want to play the Xbox, you have to have an empty chore store basket. Empty. All right, that's one of the items, prerequisite for movie or video games. And to empty their basket, we have a list printed out and taped to the inside of one of our cupboards that is a key for the numbers on the dice that they roll. So they roll the dice, kind of makes it a game, it's a little fun, you know. They roll the dice, and 2 through 12, has a chore next to it. Clean the backyard, or pick up trash, or take out all the trash in the house, or wash mom's car. It always needs to be washed. Things of that nature. And so they roll the dice, and then they do the chore that's there, and then they get to take the item out of the chore store basket. So they earn it through doing a chore. So if they want to leave their stuff out, they're certainly welcome to. They're just going to have to do extra chores, which ultimately means a clean house. So we win either way. Our house will be cleaned either way, but the kids can either do it the hard way or the easy way. Now, we all prefer that they do it the easy way. So what's the easy way is that they don't leave their stuff out in the first place. They just take care of their stuff no matter what. That's the best way. And when that doesn't happen, we use the chore store basket, or they can, if they choose to not do it the other way, then the chore store basket is just as good an alternative. That's why I don't have to get emotionally involved anymore. You see, I win either way. I put something up in their basket, then they're going to have to do something to help clean the house in order to get that back. They don't get that item back either, by the way. So if it's a pair of shoes, they don't get their shoes back until they earn them back out. So it comes time to go to sports practice and their cleats are up there. You say, gosh, I'm really sorry. Do you have time? Let's see if we can get a chore. If not, you're probably going to have to wear your tennis shoes today, which will be bad, because the coach really needs you to wear your cleats. But, it's kind of a love and logic. If you follow love and logic, which I do, I love, it's a great program for parenting because it removes emotion out of it. You feel empathy and you want the kid to succeed, but you don't get emotionally wrapped up because that's where you fly off the handle. That's where you lose it, where you get angry and all the bad things happen and you say things you wish you hadn't and things like that. That's when it happens, is you let the emotions take over. And so any chance that I can find something to remove the emotion out of the equation, I am all in, and I love it because it takes all that stuff out of the way so I can just love my kids and work with them. And I can actually be on their side. You see, that's the other thing is when we're punishing as parents, I don't know why I feel like I'm giving parental advice. It started out with just giving you an idea, but I got to say this. When we're punishing as parents, it's us against them. So it's boom, and we are the bad guys. When you develop a system like the chore store basket, you can now go on the side of your kids, and the chore store basket becomes the bad guy, and you can become a good guy on their team, even though you're the one that put it in the basket. We all know that. But the system is set up, and you can actually go on the other side, join your kids and say, gosh, let's get this fixed. Let's see how we can solve this so we don't have to keep doing that. Because, yeah, that is awful. And I wouldn't want to do that. I'd hate to have to clean up all the dog poop in the backyard every week because that's what you keep rolling. Or we have push-ups on there for the boys as one of them. So they have to do 50 push-ups, and then they get to take the basket, take the item out of their basket and so forth. So it's a very interesting, and you'll learn a lot about your kids because some of them will wait and they know what's up there because they walk by and the basket's not empty. Oh, there's my shoes, or there's my soccer ball, or there's this, or there's that. The biggest offender? Towels and shoes. You'll learn a lot about your kids. I've learned my kids, towels and shoes, they leave towels and shoes everywhere. And I keep telling the kids, if you'll just take care of your towels and you'll put your shoes away, that takes care of, 75% of your chore store problems. So and they'll learn if we just follow the program and be consistent. That's the key, is you have to be consistent. If you commit to this, no exceptions. You have to be consistent. Now, you can choose to be lenient. And to somebody, one of the kids that I think has been doing really well with the chore store and not leaving their stuff out, they happen to leave their stuff out, I am very flexible and very lenient. So I'll say, this kid's been doing really well. So I'll just remind them and say, hey, if you leave that much longer, it's probably going to end up in the chore store. So if I were you, I'd probably take care of it. Kind of like, I'm on your side. I don't want this to happen to you. But you do that too much and the kid doesn't take you serious. And then they don't take the chore store serious either, and it doesn't work. So my advice is, if you're starting out, gather the kids together, explain the new program, show the basket, and say, we got a problem, and this is a great way that we can solve it. Now, just because the baskets are out doesn't mean anybody has to have anything in the chore store. In fact, I love to tell my kids, the goal is I never put anything in your baskets. They stay empty. That's the goal. We want the baskets empty, because baskets empty means the house is clean and the kids are putting their stuff away. That's the number one goal. I don't even want to have baskets to begin with. But if you're starting out and you have this problem, you sit them down, you walk them through this, you put the baskets up, and you explain the list. And you can actually help them with, or they can give buy-in and help decide the things that go on the list, the chores that go on the list. Ultimately, as parents, you get to decide, but the more buy-in that the kids have, the more cooperative they're going to be, because it's partly their idea and they'll help own it. But they can help brainstorm the list of things that go on, where when you roll the dice, what chore you get to do. And basket of laundry is big, because there's always laundry to do. We have sibling service, so one of you choose a sibling, and then you spend 10 minutes doing service for that person. Whatever they need done, you help them. So these are like 10, maybe 15-minute chores. They're just enough to be inconvenient. You don't want it to be so quick and easy that there's no pain there. There's no learning. There's no discomfort for the kid to go, gosh, this is really a pain. I'm going to stop leaving my stuff out. You want them to feel that. But the punishment has to fit the crime. So it can't be an hour of this or that, because, truth be known, at the end of the day, they left their sock out on the floor. Okay, so it's not a huge deal. So we want to keep that in mind. But if you'll do this, the kids will learn. The kids will learn. And even if they don't learn, you win either way. So the best part about the chore store is that it removes emotion from the equation, and you don't have to get bothered or worked up or angry or fly off the handle or any of that stuff. You just say, hey, yeah, I'm going to win here. I'm going to put something. You don't look for it either. I don't want my kids to fail. I don't want my kids to do extra chores. But if in the event that I have to put something in their basket, or I end up doing that, I know I'm going to get 10 minutes worth of some kind of cleaning out of it. And the kids know. And if it's just a matter of time, they can choose to leave it up there as long as they want. If they don't want those shoes anymore, then that's fine. But they won't get to watch a movie or play the Xbox until they fix the problem, until they empty their chore store. So when it comes time for a movie, we go and we look at, a family movie, let's say, and we go and we check the baskets and say, oh, so-and-so is going to have to go and read a book in the other room. We're going to have to, see if there's something else to do downstairs, because, and a lot of times they'll, instead of opting for just missing the movie, they'll just go down and do some chores, and maybe there's 3 items, so they have to roll the dice 3 times. You got 3 chores, it takes them 20, 30 minutes, and then they join us and they're a little bit late or whatever. But you'll learn a lot about your kids, the ones who wait to the last minute to empty their chore store basket, the ones who are proactive and they want to keep their basket empty. They don't ever want anything, even one item bothers them, and then the other kids who just hate it and resist it and try and talk you out of it, and the other kids are being sneaky, so they'll do one chore and try and take 2 items out of the basket. It's so funny, the games that you play and the things that the kids will teach you about their personalities with the chore store. But I recommend, if you don't use it, at least there's an idea, get you thinking in terms of the principle that the chore store teaches, and that is that as a parent, you've got to remain in control of your emotions. And that's really hard to do sometimes. It's hard for me. I know I'm going through struggles many times with getting emotionally involved. And so every time I get a chance to remove those, it's a good thing. And the chore store definitely does that. If you have questions, post comments below. See what you think. I'd love for you to try it out for 30 days and see how it goes in your home, and see if it's something that's being well received by your kids. They're probably not going to be really excited about it, but maybe you set up a reward system as well. If you keep your basket empty for a month, then, we take you out for ice cream, or there's a movie or whatever. You can set up, any from the basic chore store idea that I just gave you. You can make it your own, do all kinds of modifications and things and make it cool for them. So you really want the kids, I think, to embrace it and enjoy it and understand the principle behind it. The goal here, we all live in this home and we want it to stay nice and clean and neat, because aren't we happier when the house is clean? And I think the kids agree. Yeah, I like it better. Do you like it better when it's messy, or do you like it better when it's clean? And the kids, we say, I like it better when it's clean. Yeah, and that's the goal with the chore store. We all want to keep our home clean. And when we all do our part, the home stays clean. Okay, so there you go. An idea for the day. Use it, toss it out, whatever you want to do. Comment below, follow, like, share. You know the drill. But thank you for listening, and have an amazing day.